But we thought it would be interesting from a Singaporean perspective to talk about an example that many exchange students don't really get when they first come to NUS. And that is the fact that we have local tea and coffee here. Myself, I'm not from Singapore, but I've learned over the various years how to sort of speak the language here to be able to order coffee and tea the Singaporean way. So I've taken this particular definition. It's actually from a website which you can get to here called Singapore Language Rocks, and that's their logo on the upper left. And the title of the slide is Lim Coffee, which means drink coffee, as you can see here, but it really means more to chill out and hang out with your friends, like we often do in a cafe or something like that. Okay, so you can find the definitions for this down here in the four official languages of Singapore. But I'll read you the English one here, okay, the Singaporean English ones. Okay, so it really means to have a drink of coffee. So lim means to drink, and kopi is the Malay word for coffee, and lim is from Hokkien. So it's already, I do natural language processing, so I find this very interesting that we're composing two different languages here together. It's very typical of Singaporean language. So here's a diagram I drew to illustrate coffee the local way. So we're going to start with just kopi. Kopi is the Malay word for coffee. It's a phonetic transcription, right? And this drink has basically in it just condensed milk, okay, which is a type of sweetened milk already condensed with some sugar, some water to dilute the base coffee, and you can add extra sugar to it. So we can change the base from coffee to tea, and we get te, which is also the local version of tea, so sweet local tea. Okay. Now you can modify that a little bit too. You can say that I would like to have coffee without any milk and sugar, and then you would be referring to kopi o kosong. O is a Chinese dialect word for dark. So this is basically without milk, and kosong is the Malay word for zero. So in this case, it means zero sugar. Okay, so that if you want black coffee, this is what you would order. Now, if you want it more American style, meaning not so thick, maybe you would ask for it to be less strong, right, over here, and ask for kopi o pokosong, right? So this is just increasing the amount of water with respect to the base coffee, and you would get that, all right? Sometimes maybe you like white coffee. So if you like white coffee, you might order something like this, kopi si kosong. This is without sugar, so you just change the white coffee to evaporated milk so it doesn't contain any sugar. So this is evaporated milk, water, and coffee to give you white coffee. Or you can actually ask for more sugar, right? So you can ask by adding the modifier gadai, which means put more sugar in it. And then you would get the local variant, but just off with the attribute of sugar. Okay. Of course, you can modify other attributes. You can ask for ice, really important for Singapore. And then you could also ask it to go. So you could take the iced coffee and say, I want it to dabao, which means to pack it or take away. Okay, that's the last one over here.